What's up, guys? AJ here from At The Real Kill, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about above the line and below the line thinking. And this is something that is all a mentality. I like to talk about the things that are happening up in our head all the time, and this is no different. So when we talk about above the line versus the below the line thinking, we're really talking about whether or not you're going to allow yourself to be a victim of your own mind. And so above the line thinking would be the people who take responsibility, right? If you're above the line, you feel like you are helping to control your destiny. And above the line thinkers, what they do is they see problems and they own those problems, and then they pursue what they need to pursue in order to get through those problems. Whereas below the line thinkers, and I'm sure some of you have seen these types of folks, they like to get in what's called the victim cycle. And the victim cycle of below the line thinking has to do with a lot of the things that I have right here. So if you are a below the line thinker, these type of people, they're pretending to not know about their responsibility. Have you ever had maybe that in your work center? Or maybe they're blaming others for their own inadequacies. Often you know that people are below the line if they're blaming others instead of blaming the process. That's one indication. Another thing is if they're citing confusion as a reason for inaction. I see it all the time where people, they act confused about what they are supposed to do. That way they don't have to be held responsible for what they're supposed to do. Often you see this when there's the very first barrier that they come upon, and then they don't do enough to get through that first barrier. And then when you guys go meet again, they talk about how that barrier stopped their progress. That's when you know that they might be in the victim cycle. Another thing that you might want to look for is when people are asking others to tell them what to do. Instead of just owning it, right? That above the line thinking, they want to know exactly what they need to do in every step of the process. And that eliminates creative thinking, that eliminates problem solving. Also, claiming that they can't do it. If they don't have the self-esteem levels or the confidence levels and just throw up their hands right away, then you know that they are in that victim cycle as well. And then finally, waiting to see if miraculously whatever problem, whatever task, whatever project is just going to miraculously fix itself. And that just doesn't happen. And so we need to look at these things, identify them in our people, and then try to convert that out of the victim cycle into the above the line thinking. Hope you guys enjoyed the quick little video on below the line and above the line thinking, and maybe it's just another thing to put in your toolbox. Thanks, guys.